Right. Well, I think I'm gonna load up my other build. I mean, I'd like to just do some co-op or some bosses just to fuck around and have a little break from the grind for a bit, but I do get a little annoyed whenever I worry about this shit. I'd like to know where in the hell that underground bullshit is that everybody keeps yapping about. Or the watchtower or whatever. I don't know where the hell it is. I know I should have it unlocked, but I don't know. Guess I could Google it. I honestly do not know off the top of my head. So it's on the lower left of the map. That's all I know. So I could either, I guess I come in this way, beat up on them fuckers, and head on down there and check it out. I haven't really done it. These are considered light ones, I believe, so. Oh, that should absolutely get slaughtered. Alright, anyways, we want to go down here and check out this watchtower crap. I haven't really checked it out, but supposedly, you know, it's awesome, right?
How's the weapon you said you were gonna upgrade, and good luck with the tower?
Oh, it's right here. Oh my goodness. But because I'm running a full crit build, I have absolutely no health whatsoever. And my guys are all the way across the map, so it's no wonder I sat at no health forever. How about doing your distance, guys? Atta girl. Alright, well. What the fuck am I getting hit by? It's really starting to piss me off. Like, I'm about done for the night. I'm tired. I gotta worry about this bullshit just because I didn't bring my fucking bit build. Like, oh my god. Yeah, Dylan all the way across the map, just sitting there looking at a fucking wall. The only one useful right now is Fucka. Fucka's a little monster. Who doesn't love that little fucker? Probably the sniper fucking kicking me off. I still haven't gotten a heal. With prioritized healing on and everybody that I brought with me having heals. Isn't that just beautiful? Fucking useless. It just completely drives me nuts. A lot of the AI shit just pisses me the fuck off. Which is why I didn't really get to sit there and enjoy the story or anything else. But it's like, alright, whatever. There you go, have a full fucking vortex rotation. That'll keep you in place, you little shit. Yeah, charge away. Let me know if you can get out of that. I could have just launched my fucking weapon arm instead of that on fire. To increase spots the fucking weapon is so consistently solid. Sure, let's look at the watchtower with no HP at all. And no defense. What little defense I have is just coming from luck. It is critting for upwards of 8k though. Very, very solid weapon. When it crits like a truck. Love to know why I'm not getting heals again, guys. Every single one of you has heals, especially you, Azuna. It's absolutely absurd. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and plop them in place as well. And then apparently go down to one knee instead of getting to plow this shit out of them. Alright. Okay. So, I don't get plowed shit up, that's what they're saying. Let's just go ahead and set them on fire then.
Hey guys, I have a question. How do I enhance my sniper that's called Tiamat something? A nice chart hangout.
If it's not a rank 7 weapon, I wouldn't really worry about it. Like, I guess if it's rank 5, but if it's not showing up on the enhanced list, that means it's already been plus twice. You can only plus a weapon twice, so it's more than likely the highest it is ever going to be. But it's not a big deal, because once you beat the game, go back through on extreme difficulty, you're going to get much better weapons. Amazing thing is that I have not gotten a single. He hasn't been stunned once. This is why I like to bring Elizabeth with me, because I can't rely on my partner to actually stun. I guess if I was bringing one of my intelligence things, I could do it my damn self, and I really should.
That sucks
Especially,
because it is literally the best weapon I have right now, cries.
I mean, honestly, you're gonna replace it anyways, it's not a big deal. Damn it. Like, still not a single stun. Like, it's just absurd. And I know damn well I left it on one of his bars. It's like, really? You're that freaking useless? It does give 16 high quality emeralds. That's a whole lot of money. But
Don't you ever hate when the computer just keeps rolling for an hour until it gets killed?
Yeah. Computers are pretty retarded, in all honesty. On both sides. Enemy computers as well. That's why we exploit them for a bunch of XP. That's it? Was that seriously the whole fucking thing? I mean, would it be a good money farm if you're looking at leaderboard?
Well, that was easy.
Yeah. Escape. It's weird that that's it for the whole thing. I thought that's supposed to be some special thing where you can get the sword as a drop. I didn't see that sword drop. I don't have a sword. And
You LOL just use that dungeon for money or farming that sniper.
yeah, I guess. I know that these dual wields are fucking ammo whores on a big boss like that. I would have to redo my ammo every single time.
The thing I'm most sad about is that since I started New Game Plus I couldn't keep my dual wield ability.
Yeah, you get it back though. It's not a big deal. Playthrough you can get through in a day. As long as you have decent stats already. So you'll get it back. I honestly wouldn't mind going and getting Elizabeth, putting fuck a zero away for a little bit. Going back in there and really seeing it get stunned one time to see how much damage I can seriously crank out on that motherfucker. Because if I can get him stunned down so I can actually have a second to aim at him, I would like to see how much these bad boys crank out. I mean, so far they're basically a middle-of-the-line weapon. They're pretty solid. Kind of like a flex weapon, I guess you could say. A little bit of everything. It's not going to crank out anywhere near... Well, it's not going to crank out as much damage as the subs if you can get within range. But, I mean, it could probably compete with the subs.
If you have not gotten the real ending yet, it is really not worth it because it took someone 6 hours to finish grinding.
I haven't done the real ending. I'm sure I'll do it. It's not a big deal. Slowly kind of do affection as I take different people with me to grind weapons, but yeah, I'm not like seriously worried about it, let's put it that way. I would actually like to see how Fuckazero is doing. I love that name. Fuckazero. That's how I'm pronouncing it forever. She's hardly at Affinity rank 3. I've just taken her on a couple grind missions with me. Just to kind of take advantage of that graviton shot. But I'm going to go ahead and take Elizabeth out. And we're going to see if I stun that boss. I really want to see a crit build with this weapon before I change out. I mean, this build I'm not going to use very often. It's just kind of like just a damage test for crit. But
just let the computers experience the fear of being sniped, lol.
Alright, so go to Sea Watchtower. Well, let's have a look and see if they are actually gonna stun now. I mean, honestly, my companion, ever since I changed him into a dude, he doesn't want to fucking stun for shit. He'll throw his graviton shots, which is nice. It keeps bosses in place. And he helps out on junk ads, but overall, I am looking to do a good, legit damage test with this weapon. Which means I need him to get stunned. Just once. Put him down for that 10 seconds with the Electro 3, and I'd be happy. I can't see his crystal. Oh my god, he managed to charge through it. Thought I had my dodge. Come on, put him down once. Oh, there's this. Let's put him on support. Maybe they'll actually go ahead and prioritize that. I would consider Electro Center supportability. What the hell if I know? Put him on focus my target. There we go. I just wanted to put him down. Like, I'm not really worried about killing him super fast. I just want to see a pure damage test. For whatever reason, I'm not throwing their stuns. Shit, I'm not even seeing. There's one. I just saw one go off at least.
I think it's better if I get to level 100 before I even start doing the story, just to get some extra power on my weapons.
I mean, honestly, you're not going to get any damage on your weapons from leveling up. It's all about getting bit to survive. If you're putting it in anything else other than enough to equip weapons, you're wasting points. Alright. Oh, now he goes down while I'm reloading. That's some bullshit. Alright. I'm seeing a lot of... it's critting for 5k. It's not horrible. It's getting pretty consistent. He's not getting debuffed. Well, there, now he got debuffed. But in realization, it is a nice, very solid weapon. If I was looking for pure burn DPS on a boss like this, I'd probably plus up those subs that I have that are ridiculous. But this one's more of an all-around weapon. For PvP, it's gonna wreck. But
that's not bad for a fast shooting weapon. It's actually really good.
yeah, I mean, critting for 5k is nice. I mean, it's consistently, without a crit, hitting weak spots between 14 and 1600 every hit. When his armor's broken, obviously. But it's solid. Can't complain. Just needs to. It was good for a damage test. Oh.
You should pull out your subs just for fun.
Honestly, I haven't plussed up the subs because I know pretty much what they're gonna do when they're maxed out. I mean, I took them as is without any. I didn't get them anywhere near max, and I took them in and broke 3 of the 4 North American records for time on bosses in co-op. The first time I used them, I don't even think I was 150 yet, and I had level 20s with me. Just slaughter a boss with those. They just hit so nice. These are good too. I mean, they're solid. Because they shoot so much faster, they're gonna crit more often than the subs. But the subs are gonna, especially if they're plussed output. I mean, look at that. Look at that fucking damage. It's just absurd. He's dead. I mean, they're solid weapons. There's that stupid sniper, I guess.
If only there was a level system online, it would be so much easier, lol.
I mean, I got a sniper. I'm guessing that's the one that people are talking about, but it's a blue, so it's not like I'm ever gonna fucking use it. I'm guessing it drops up to legendary, I would think, but who knows. Alright, I mean, I have some ammo, so I'll go ahead and do it again. I want to see him stunned, just kind of like buff myself up. Hopefully his armor's broken and I can just get into sentry mode, and I honestly think I can nearly one-shot him.
I thought that was the best silent sniper there was.
Honestly, snipers are shit. I don't. People love them, but as far as damage per second, I just don't see the point. Like, you could hit 99,999 with some of the snipers in this game. Great. But as far as damage per second, it's gonna be low as shit, because to hit that 99,999, you gotta crit. You gotta manage to survive long enough to do it, and you gotta hit a weak spot. And with the horrible ass shot rates on them, you're just giving up so much damage. It's cute, it's fun. They're fun toys, but as far as maxing out your damage per second consistently through a really long fight, which a lot of the DLC that should come out will be some pretty long fights we're not going to be able to just blow away. Plus bullets and shit like that. And I can scan up that sniper and have a look, but blues aren't going to have shit for chip slots. I'm extremely picky about my weapons if I'm going to upgrade them. They still haven't stunned them. I'm about to get hit in the mouth. Come on, guys. Elizabeth is with me. Is it because I'm not doing focus on my target? I didn't get a heal anyways. You guys are fucking retarded. Dylan's over there in the corner.
You can have reload speed with the combination of extra damage on the weak spot, which could kill something quick if you have good accuracy.
I just don't see it. It's alright. They're still not doing shit. They're just wandering around, not reviving, kind of doing their own thing. So, it's just pathetic. This is why I like my bit builds. Like, if you have a good bit build, you don't have to rely on the computer fucking being retarded. Because this boss, I could stand in the middle of the map and never die. He can hit me all he wants. It doesn't fucking matter. When you're running builds like this to test damage, you can't do that.
Rest in peace.
How about stunning him so I can test this goddamn weapon? Trying to like stay in front of him, but wait for him to get stunned, so I can see a full clip at max damage. So put him down, assholes. There's a stun. Nope. Come on. I'm about to try to stun him with a trap, just because I'm getting annoyed. There he goes. Alright. Getting sentry mode with the rock. We're seeing a lot of 5,000s.
Is the black hole skill good?
Ton of 2,000s. The black hole skill is basically my main farm skill, because it doesn't use any ammo, and it will one-shot the level 150 groups of player mobs. So I have it on him, all three versions. Level 1, 2, and 3, and then I would also carry 1, 2, and 3. And a 1 or a 2 is going to one-shot them And, well, a 3 and a 2 will one-shot him. A 1, I mean, it just depends.
Wow,
It's still
talk
a
about
smash.
brutality.
I mean, he got down there and I got about a bar off of him. Maybe a little more when he got stunned. It's not amazing. It's a solid set of weapons, but even with a pure crit build, like I said, a pure crit build only adds about 5% crit chance. You might want to revive there, Zuna. Not a girl. Pretty sad that to go back to healing for her to realize to revive when she's the only pure healer. Yeah, you can go ahead and target me all you want. I'll start using Vortex in. Let's see. Number 1.
The computers really don't love people,
2,
lol.
and number 3. There you go. You got a whole mixture of shit in your mouth. I mean, it's a bit of an ammo whore, but it's a good little toy. Well, there's a yellow version of the sniper rifle. I was thinking about farming it until I got the green version, but I'm kind of getting annoyed with these fuckers with me. So I may go back. Could grab one of the shitty lupuses I have laying around, just so I don't have to worry about ammo anymore, and I can stay here for a while and see this sniper that everybody loves so much. The gold version ain't gonna cut it. Home, no, I want to go to Urban District. We'll pick up some ammo. I don't remember if I even put anything into the shitty little lupus I had. I'd love to get a good version of it, because it is a solid weapon as far as you don't have to worry about ammo. You can dual wield it, hit shit at any range. It's not going to do amazing burst damage, but honestly I'm not going to do a luck build for anything other than farming. I mean, you guys saw the damage right there. I'll switch to my bit build and you'll see there's very, very, very little difference going from max luck and pure damage build, which is what that was. I mean, it's all damage. It's luck and dex with enough strength to equip your weapon. So it's just pure glass cannon build. And you'll see that there's very, very little damage between that and a max vit build, because it's all based on your weapon. I'll lose about 5% of my damage, but that's really not going to touch anything. Not going to hurt me. Alright, go home. I don't know if my bit build can even dual wield, to be honest with you. Yeah, it can dual wield. Alright, so we'll go ahead and load that up. Actually, let's save that other one first. Make sure that I have it.
I can't believe this game has been released for less than a month and people already found a level glitch.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you have to deal with the retarded NPCs on your end. Why not take advantage of the retarded NPCs on their end? Load, yes, there you go. There's a build that I like. I mean, it's nice for story grinding. It's nice for not worrying about how retarded the NPCs are that are with you. I mean, I could dual wield the lupus. I can dual wield that weapon we just made up. Like you see, I didn't do anything to this lupus whatsoever. We'll start off with the assault rifle that I just used, just so you can see the difference in damage. Like I said, you're not really going to see a huge difference, but it's good to prove my point. Let's put it that way. We'll take the same exact people with us, so that way it doesn't look like I'm changing it up to cheat or some shit. Skill sets on this one, pretty much the same. I don't have all the graviton shots loaded up on that, but shouldn't really make a huge difference. Actually, I'm gonna put them on because it's just smart. If I end up wandering off and going and starting to farm, I'm gonna need all of them on. Alright, I know how to work. We'll go ahead and see this amazing difference, you know?
Those are goofy but adorable ears indeed.
Alright, I mean, he's got armor break. He's got electro stunner. Whether he uses them or not, that's a whole different story. But let's go ahead and compare. Basically, all the skills and shit are the same. The weapons are going to be the same. But I'm going to trade out all that damage, quote unquote, for all of it, which adds 0 to your damage. And we'll see this massive difference. You'd be surprised how many people are like convinced that you have to have X amount of strength or pure dex and luck build that do amazing weak spot damage or some bullshit like that. Alright. But you'll see what I mean here in a minute. Same weapons.
Is Sea Watch a good place to farm?
I'm farming it just to try the sniper that everybody's in love with. Alright, so let's go ahead and start hitting. Maybe. Nail me in the ass. Let's put out focus on my target again. Alright. So instead of like consistently hitting 1,200 in the crystal, we're hitting 971. So I mean, we're really not losing that much. And he's not armor broken or anything. But if he hits me now, like here, I'll stand here. If he wants to actually hit me, here I'll stand in this shit. Oh. I would still love a fucking stun so I could show. There we go, charge me. See, look, he hit me for the same amount of damage and it took not even 10% of my health. You just laugh it off because you're not worried about it anymore. Nope, I thought he got stunned. I was like going into sentry and ready to test it. See if I could pick off a bar. Oh, now he gets stunned? What a dick. Yeah, 1264 a lot. We're still critting up there around 5. 3, 184 right there.
I have to go to sleep. See you on the next stream. Sorry.
Took a little less than a bar. But you also don't have to worry about shit. Yep, see you later, man. So you're giving up a little bit of damage to absolutely not have to worry about a goddamn thing. Like, he can hit me all he wants now. There is no possible way he's gonna wreck me with this build. Yeah, it's just laughable. Crit build, you want a high, fast hitting weapon. A build like this, typically I would prefer something a little slower but harder hitting, like a lupus, because I'm not really completely concerned with critting. But for this test, we were just showing the difference in the builds.
Awesome game. What level are you?
I am max 150. So you don't really see anybody dying now. You're not really worried about it. He just blared me 10 times just to prove he can almost kill me though. Jesus. Die almost. Typically you're going to get a little worse drops though. I will admit that. Drops are a little lower, damage you're going to lose about total 10% of your damage. Maybe a touch more because it's such a fast firing weapon. But really, your survivability goes so far up the wall that it's nuts. Alright, so let's go put those away. And we're gonna go ahead and put on one of the Lupuses. Which one I have left. It's not plussed up at all, but I enjoy using it. Just because it's a solid, waxing weapon. Alright, so we're gonna teleport back in. Fight him again. I did manage to charge through. That's fairly easy. Three things about the loop is when you are dual wielding them, they become automatic. So you can just kind of hold the button down. You're not worried about burning through ammo because you have 8,000 freaking bullets, 9,000, sorry. And you're hitting for about the same, more damage obviously, but like you're hitting a lot less, you know. But it's a very solid option. This would probably be, once I find a good version, my all-around weapon to kind of take to do anything. Obviously different things are going to be different. Like look at that, 16, 2179. I hit pretty solid even with my bit build on. Be nice if they'd stun them though, so I could really try to burn off a bar. It doesn't look like they're even gonna try to. I believe I have. No, I don't. I thought I had a mine on this one too. To give it a chance to stun. Oh, just not doing their job. It's fucking insane. This is why I love being on an intelligence weapon. I don't have to count on the NPCs to stun shit. 3,000. I mean, I'm not critting and I'm bouncing between 2,000 and 500 constant. Absolutely fantastic. For a gun that's not plussed up at all, that's really solid damage. You're not gonna do ridiculous burst damage, but it is like old reliable at absolutely any range. You can be back here and still crit for the same fucking damage. Look at that, 2,000, 3,500. I mean, you can be at any range with this gun, and it's still gonna plow. Which is one of the great things about it. It's fucking enjoyable. Alright, finish him off. Let's set his ass ablaze. He's on fire. Solid. Easy. And there's the green. Alright, so we got a green version of that sniper rifle. Let's go ahead and go appraise it up and see what all the hubbub is about, I guess you could say. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of snipers, but doesn't hurt to check it out. And we do get an awful lot of emeralds. Basically go here, praise that up. Where are you? Right there. That's a bold action. 36 rate of fire. That is abysmal. I can see why it's just you're hoping for that one hit a quitter for 99,999 because that is abysmal fire rate. I guess they're all the same gun. So realistically, if you're gonna build this up as a one-hitter quitter, you're gonna need great chips. Jesus. I mean, it starts off at 2501, so feasibly it's gonna get up there to a decent damage amount. I mean, right there you'd be able to open up 2 slots. So you would open up trade value and debuff stacking. Physical attacks fine, damage at max HP is fine, damage versus life forms and mechs is okay. I mean, I would probably flip the life forms out for humanoids, but overall it's going to hit pretty solid. I mean, you could do something with that. Add a weapon damage to it, and then weak spot damage I would do. But overall, you probably have to farm it a whole ass load just to get the absolute perfect one that you really, really want to make a big ass one-hitter quitter. Okay. For a second I was thinking, there's no way this dumbass gun doesn't come with different buffs, but then this one came out with a lot different. So, it's not bad. I mean, I could farm that for a while and see if I can find a really good version of it. And then I probably would plus it up just to see exactly why people love it so much. I know you can hit with max damage with it. But, I mean, that's the big thing is this right here. For those little bit of runs we did, we can sell these high quality emeralds for this much. 33 mil. So, that's the only reason it'd be really decently worth farming, in my opinion. You're getting some money while you're farming for it, trying to get the perfect little drop version of it. Don't really see it as is. I'm gonna go ahead and lock it just in case I decide to fuck with it, because I don't know. looks like physical attack does raise it up a pretty good amount. I could see it hitting hard. But as far as in comparison with the other ones, I'm not all that sure. Let's go ahead and lock that one just for the fuck of it. My only problem is, like, I'd have to look at my bank, but that fucking free to fire is absolutely abysmal. Like, I can't even, like, the GL is that low, but, like, holy shit balls. It's really bad. I wouldn't mind farming one up, though. I mean, it is an easy farm. You're getting money as you do it. Guaranteed to get a version of it every time, but I'm so confused. Oh, does that mean you can only hold 100K in your bank? I guess so. I didn't know that. I see. And you can only hold 99,000. I honestly didn't know any of that. What do I want to do? I won't mind farm that. I do need to be up pretty early. I mean, I'm gonna want to farm up a decent lupus. I like the idea of farming with the lupus. It's so efficient on ammo. It's never gonna hit ridiculous, but it's gonna be a solid weapon. It's just a matter of finding a good one, in all honesty. And that's what we've been trying to do, but it seems like every single one we get is just kind of meh. We might have gotten rid of the other ones. There's another one. I mean, that one you could only replace one thing as well, and once again, it's just meh. You could compare one of these snipers. The Dragon Breaker isn't a one hit. Don't know if yeah, right there. There's a bolt action. So, I mean, when you compare that with that special one, quote unquote, I'm not sure what exactly the difference is. Neither one of them had physical, well, the other one has physical attack on it. So, I mean, it would be a pretty decent little comparison real quick. just so you can kind of see exactly what you're getting. I mean, I wouldn't mind running a sword build at some point just for fun, but that's another thing I would need a lot of mats for, and the perfect one. I mean, it is a lot harder to make a sword build simply because you don't need a lot of the things you typically need. Optical attack is useless on that, trade is useless on that, and then you only can get rid of one more thing, so you'd have to choose between auto reload rate and ammo acquired, which are obviously both useless. So I mean, you're kind of dicked. But if you got a decent one, I'd probably make a sword build as well, just to check it out, have some fun. Some of these weapons just make me laugh. I wouldn't really do a gold one to begin with. It seems like just a lazy way out. I would rather build really nice of whatever I want. We have a couple good automatics now. It's just gonna be the matter of I mean, we have a rocket for farming and shit. That's great. I honestly wouldn't mind finding a sniper that's really nice. It's just, I don't know. I mean, I've been underwhelmed by the snipers in this game so far. They're okay, but their accuracy is meh at best. We can go ahead and compare these two real quick. But equip that one. Go on back over and compare. I mean, okay, so which one's the one from that dungeon? Deathwind, right? I mean, just looking at these two weapons, if I had to pick between the two, I think the Deathwind is the one that I was getting from the dungeon, but I'm sitting here looking at the Tiamat and I'm saying, that is a very solid weapon. It hasn't any damage modifiers on it right now at all. And yet it has more range, a better fire rate, more ammo capacity. It's just nice. I mean, a base damage, the Deathwind does have a higher base damage. But like I said, you're giving up fire rate, range, and ammo capacity. 10% more ammo. I mean, 10% more base physical power, it looks like. Like, it's getting a little bit of physical power from that physical attack that it has on it, but it's not a lot. But as far as, I mean, you're using it as a one-hit quitter, basically, to clear out junk mobs or just one quick shot on a boss. I can make it into a decent weapon. I'm sitting here like going over it in my head. I mean, having damage versus life forms and mechs, it's not going to be a PvP weapon, but it would be good against every boss that's out now, because they're all life forms or mechs. You could take debuff stacking and trade value off, put on weapon damage and weak spot damage, replace explosive attack and damage near death, and you've got a pretty good little weapon. Oh, I just realized that fucking AMR Tiamat is at rank 6. So even with nothing on it at rank 6, it would slaughter that Deathwind at max, I bet. Holy crap, I didn't even notice that until just now. So let's go over there, see what it'll look like when it's up. I honestly think that really leans it away from that Deathwind thing. Like, unless the one that's rank 6 is the one that drops in that dungeon, which I'm pretty sure it's not. I can look at my inventory. Oh shit, balls. Now the Deathwind is the one that drops from that boss. That one is almost better at rank 6. I can imagine what it looked like at rank 7. Enhance. There you go, AMR Tiamat. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be 26, 29 base with a higher fire rate, higher range, higher ammo capacity, higher accuracy, and higher base damage than that one that you're getting from that dungeon. So I'm not sure why people love it so much. I'm guessing it's for the deco. Because if you're looking for pure, ridiculous damage, you would build one of those up. Absolutely. I mean, it has absolutely no damage modifiers.
Which boss did you got it from?
That one right there? I'm not sure. It would have been one of the stories on just playing through on extreme difficulty. But yeah, this is a much better sniper. Way more powerful. Just all around better. There's not a single thing that special weapon from the fucking watchtower beats it in. So yeah, if I was going for that, I would do that. Absolutely. I've probably had a bunch of them just as rank 7 drops. You can farm them up just by farming snipers in the woods. You just got to find a sniper that's using that gun, which you have a, you know, if you see a sniper, you have a 1 and 2 shot, because they're only going to carry that one and the semi-automatic one. So it'd be pretty easy to farm up, and it's going to hit way the fuck harder than that one from the C whatever. There's just no doubt about it. I mean, that was sit at 26 base. And like I said, that one's at 25, and it even has a damage modifier on it. It's only 2.4, but still, it can't even beat it with a little damage modifier. There's no fucking way it would touch that bolt action. Yeah, it doesn't beat it in a single stat. The only problem with that Tiamat right there is that it weighs a ton, 1505. But it would hit harder than any other sniper in the game. Well, any other weapon in the game, really. Yeah, I'm not even gonna touch a Deathwind. I don't even see the point in leveling it up. I'm gonna go see what it looks like. I'm actually gonna equip both of them, see what they look like. but there's no fucking way. It was a good thought, and it would have been fun to grind it, to farm it up, just because I could get a ridiculous amount of money, but I don't see it. Well, look though, maybe it looks so ridiculously cool, and I would love to do it just because it's ridiculous cool, but I doubt it. Alright, so it'll take out my top weapon first.
I have carp gear rank for you.
Alright, so the one that's out right now is the AMR Tiamat. Obviously you'd be able to change the colors, but go ahead and do a
crap.
Oh, look at that bullet circle. It is beautiful and tight. Like, that is a really nice little weapon. Like, putting that at rank 7 and just wailing on people would probably be pretty ridiculous. Oh, just hit that fucker for 11,000 without a crit. It's there, another 11,000 without a crit, just a weak spot hit. Alright, now we'll go ahead and look at the other one. This is the death gun weapon, I guess you could say, or whatever. The one that everybody seems to want just because of the show. I mean, you compare the two. Not really a huge difference in the look. It looks like the circle is a little bit... Yeah, the circle's better on the Tiamat as well. I'll go ahead and find a mob real quick. See what it hits for in the weak spot. It has more damage right now because it's a higher rank, but worth a look. I just gotta spawn these ads right here. Alright, aim at the weak spot. Might want some ammo. Let's have a look. Plop. 22. Boom, 13. I mean, it has a silencer on it, which makes it sound pretty cool. Maybe that's why they like it, but it sounds nice. Hip fire, it's not too bad, it's not too inaccurate. Because it loads so slow, you're going to hit the majority of the time you're hip firing. And the other gun is nice and loud.
How you get it?
Sounds like a sniper. This gray one, which is weaker, but it does have a silencer, and it's straight out of the show. You get from right here in this area at the far southwest. I'm not sure. I know it doesn't show up as a teleport unless you run over there. I think you may have to get it after you do a playthrough. But right there is where that one spawns. I mean, if I max it out, it will... I've seen people crit hit with it for 99,999. It has a base weapon. Yeah, it sounds kind of cool with the silencer. Bop. It's hitting for 13. 13,334. But then you look at this rank 6. Boom, 14. It's only a rank 6, and it's hitting harder. Like, it's just such a better weapon all around. Like, yeah, if you're that obsessed with the show and its weapons, I guess you could go with the silencer one. It sounds kind of cool when you're firing it and all that, but if you're looking for pure raw power, you're looking at this one. And this is with no damage modifiers on it. It doesn't have physical attack, it doesn't have weapon attack. It is just a blank slate weapon rank 6. Now, if I had all my shit on me, I could actually pull out some of the other
To get high rank weapons, do you have to be on a higher floor?
Just higher difficulty. Test out the hip fire of this real quick. I think we'll go back and spawn back up real quick. We are severely overweight carrying
I
two
meant that
snipers.
LOL.
Yeah, if you go on extreme difficulty,
I'm stupid derp.
once you're on extreme difficulty at any of the later zones, you're not really going to get any drops less than a 7. Like I said, I've had this version of the sniper before, I'm sure, at rank 7. I just end up usually selling or fusing the snipers into shit because I'm not really like obsessed with that one giant 99,999 hit, to be honest with you. Because it's a one-hitter quitter. Like, that's all there is to it. Like, you see the fire rate. Is it horrible? No, not on that weapon. On the other weapon, it's a little worse. Sounds cool. That's probably why people are obsessed with it. Having the silencer on there makes it sound pretty cool, but overall, it's just a toy. Can you make a hit for 99,999? Yes, you can. You can make either one of them hit for that. Of course, the other one's going to hit a lot more consistently for that damage because it's a better weapon. Now, because they can both hit for the same max damage, it's probably why people farm this one, to get the cool sound effect. It's cool when it reloads too. Yeah, so yeah, it looks cool no matter what. It's just a matter of preference, I think. If it were me, I'd rather have the full damage. Like, give me that weapon, you know? Sights look the same. Yeah. Alright. I have other snipers. I have the semi-automatic snipers. I even have a really amazing version of one of them that I couldn't convince myself to
So
go
do
for
legendary tire weapons drop from any type of mob?
Yes. I mean, you could check out my YouTube video for, it says best grind farm for rank 7 legendary weapons. It gives a good little guide. I'm actually going to go back out there and get 8k as well, just to get to 10 mil bounty and see what the rewards are. It's a good milestone. But we can go pull out that other sniper and see. Quick comparison. But let's equip some random shit real quick. Put the lupus and my rockets. Alright, deposit those. You never know, I might decide to fuck with them at some point, but for right now, no. Alright. And we'll see what else I have stored.
I know you. A few days ago I watched your stream.
Alright. I mean, we got a rank 7 sword sitting there. We got rank 7 Gatling guns. We got a little bit of everything sitting around. I get rid of some of them just because they sell for a lot, or I'm pulling its skill off and putting on something else. These dragon breakers are the semi-automatic ones. You're getting a ridiculously higher fire rate for a sniper compared to the ones I just put away. But you're obviously giving up a good amount of damage. Less than half. But then you get more than 3 times the fire rate. So it's really a matter of preference. Like, whatever your niche is, I guess you could say. Like, I wouldn't even mind doing like a semi-automatic sniper. I would probably prefer the semi-automatics. That one has a little bit of physical attack on it, so it'd be a better comparison. We'll take it out and have a look, because I need to go get 8k anyways. I've never even fired a Gatling gun. Alright, go ahead and equip it. And back out there and see. Alright.
I never had as well.
Some people love them. I mean, they do spit out bullets ridiculously fast. They have 9,999 ammo, so that's an interesting concept. I think everybody can have their own little weapon preference, and you can make just about any weapon work. Alright, so this is the semi-automatic sniper. I have no ammo for it apparently, so I'll have to farm up some ammo real quick. I suppose. How about give me some ammo so I can test this? There you go. There's 2 bullets at least. Alright, so this one almost seems silenced as well. My main complaint right off the bat is I wasn't really getting a great hit marker. Unless I was fucking up, who knows? That'll be the first time I fucked up. Need some ammo so we can really check it out. Bang, 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 bang. And the fire rate is fantastic, but I can't test it and make it really good. Get a bit of ammo stocked up real quick. I'd like to see it hit fired while walking side to side to see kind of what the accuracy is and all that. Let's get some of these shitty ass mobs to spawn real quick. Well, there's only one of you. I'd rather not hit you and waste my shit. There you go. You can have that. Alright. Hopefully. Bought me some ammo. Up to 6.
So is grinding legendary weapons just kill mobs?
I don't really kill mobs at all. I tend to target the player NPCs so I can get the exact weapon I'm trying to farm for. Alright, there we go. So now we got a full clip. Let's go ahead and test her out, see how good it's hitting, and see the difference between that sniper and the others. So we'll go ahead and aim for a weak spot. Bang, 6,000.
Oh.
Bang. Alright, so now we're going to fire it fully automatic and hit fire. And it definitely fires at a good rate. Obviously it doesn't do much. I mean, when you're hitting for 1,000, I might as well have the weaknesses out at that point, because they're going to hit just as hard, if not harder. Compare those 1,000s with this. Let's go back on the... They were hitting for what, 1,130, I believe. Whites. Oh fuck, I bluffed. Ah well. We'll be alright. And then you see those going off, and it's just kind of absurd. And these aren't great lupuses either. It's not like I put anything into them. They're stock. I didn't throw a bunch of skills on them yet. Not that I would. I mean, I'm very picky about my shit. I don't like to throw a whole bunch of crap onto a weapon that has wasted slots. It's just not worth it. Not worth it. Let's go ahead and get out of here and see if that was enough to take me up to 10 mil. That's all I was really looking for. Go home. Hit the milestone. Alright, there we go. 10 mil. Let's see what it gives you. So we got an outfit. Another outfit. Material. A respec kit. They're like, hey, you're a 10 bill bounty. Why don't you respec your stats? 5 million C. So, nothing really. An outfit that may or may not be cool. Shocking. Alright, let's check out what the outfits look like. You got that, and you got a dress. Let's check out the dress. Obviously, you're gonna be able to change the colors around. Pretty cute, not bad. And then that one is puffy and retarded looking, like a goddamn onion. Look at that. It doesn't even look right. Looks like there's something wrong with it when you move side to side. What the fuck? That is probably the goofiest looking outfit I have seen. It doesn't even look right. Like, he moves side to side and it doesn't flex the top. It's like it's on a fucking swivel. What the hell is going on there? Ugly as shit. That one's not bad. I mean, that's cute. Tight little outfit. Knee-high boots. Obviously, I would prefer my bikini. For this build, I have an Akai suit. Bikini build is the pure crit build. Alright, well, we tested out some weapons. Like I said, the main weapon I'm looking to fuck around with is the lupus. Because it's just, I don't have to worry about ammo. It's like the ultimate little lazy weapon. It's never going to absolutely wow you in damage per second. But it's got fantastic range, solid hits, great for PvP. Because you're going to be able to hip fire people from long range. Should be good for Bullet of Bullets tournament. God damn, I didn't realize I had so much shit on me. Alright, might be able to get that bullshit put in. What am I full of now? Rare cloth, maybe? Hard shells, maybe? Yes. So we got a respec kit sitting in there. Full of those two. Looks like it gave me a bunch of garbage I need to sell. All that, so I'm all cleaned out and ready for a farming session here in a few hours. Definitely gonna take a little break. We had a really productive day. We got a whole ass load of shit done. I mean, we got that rapier ready. It's a pretty big monster in its own right. I mean, those are some really nice stats. As far as when I'm in the crit build and looking for maximum crit damage, that's more than likely gonna be my weapon. Yes, I still want to farm up a lupus. Yes, I probably should take up the track because it's just gonna dominate every other weapon. It's so sad, it's so awesome. I wouldn't even have to touch anything on it. Like, you don't have to change any of that out. It basically came perfect. You just plus it all up, it's ready to go. That little bastard's a monster. It's gonna be upper 400s when it's maxed out. Just fucking destroyer of worlds. But like I said, I still want to farm up a lupus just for a fantastic little lazy weapon. On that note, I'm gonna take a little break, take a nap before my kids get up. And when I get back, we will farm the living fuck out of shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and load up a farm build. I think I'm gonna load up that one. That bare minimum cut the fat build. I really enjoy that build. It's so sturdy, I guess you'd say. I don't know, it's just fantastic. And you can't dual wield anything. But you don't need to dual wield anything because you're just there to farm. Got our 3.7 on, we got our 4.95 rare item drop on. I don't think there's... So weird that you could put both those on at the same time. You got goggles on your head and VR goggles on your face. It's like, wait, what? Colors, goggles, screen. You got giant.
Are you looking for a good sword?
I have a rank 7 sword laying around. I mean, it's legendary. The chips on swords are really rough because you don't have as many options to go with it. You're gonna need weapon attack, you're gonna need physical attack, you're gonna need crit chance, you're gonna need crit damage, you're gonna need basically damage types after that. You know what I mean? You're gonna need those 4 main chips, but beyond that, you're gonna need, you know, like damage versus humanoids, damage versus life forms, damage versus mechs, damage at max HP. That'd be basically the main set. You just don't have as many options to go with it. There's too many waste options, I guess you could say, because you can't do optical, you can't do ammo of any kind. That's 3 waste slots. Trade, obviously. I mean, so many waste slots. Change color real quick. Looks like all of our weapons are green, so might as well change them. Glasses to green. Why not? And so we could do a black. Well, we could do white lining, just like that. Match the outfit a little bit. Oh, it's not like that. I thought it was going to change the lens color. Wah, wah, wah. Well, I guess we could change that to green. That's some ugly looking greens though. And then those are white on the inside, so I guess that matches. Anyhow. Our inventory's clean, all of our skills are on, everything's ready for tomorrow. I want to be set up so that way I can put in a really nice long grind session and hopefully come up with a lupus that doesn't have any wasted slots. Of course, your odds of that are very, very, very slim, but it's worth a go, you know. Alright, I'm going to close out the stream for now, take a little nap. We'll start off tomorrow and get yet another bested slot. We're getting a pretty good stockpile of really good weapons. I mean, that rocket launcher is really fucking OP. Yes, it has one kind of wasted slot with metal gauge, but other than that, it's ridiculous for farming. We got the submachine gun. We got a couple other weapons that honestly have no wasted slots, but I just haven't even bothered to level them up. Somebody was asking about the sword. I could go to that real quick. Let's go to rarity. Like that. Right there's a rank 7 legendary sword. Like I said, it's just a little rough when you have so many things that are a waste to have on a sword. Like right there, you can't have ammo acquired, you can't have auto reload rate, you can't have trade value, you can't have optical attack. That's 4 wasted slots right there, and that makes that weapon not great. So you'd have to basically farm up one that is perfect, and you have way less options to make a good version, you know what I mean? That makes sense. Makes sense to me. But I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna jump off for a bit. Hit that follow button, hit that like button.